we were trying to come up with a this symbol that idealized all the like carnage that comes from shooting, like gunshot violence. So somebody said like, why don't we make a collage of all the people? I offered up the idea of the actual face.
It's really just a bunch of faces of the people who died in the years ranging from 2016, 2017, 2018.
And then on the sides are their names. And the border actually says, poverty line, do not cross, caution, things of that sort. There were a couple of classmates who passed away that are on the Face of Poverty t-shirt.
I know I had classmates, a lot of them would walk up to the board and be like, oh, that's so-and-so, or that's so-and-so. He's asking why, like, why are we, like, suffering this carnage, pretty much, just why do we have to live this way?
I got enrolled into CCA, and then around those times, I started losing more friends. And they were specifically male, and you know, it was a certain age, they were teenagers, and so it was really bothering me that I was losing all of these people, and I wanted to figure out why. So, you know, I did research, and I realized that it was a systemic thing that was happening where people are put in these situations, and you know, they aren't giving the same opportunities that everyone else is given.
It really hit home for us because we researched statistics in our neighborhood of like the poverty line, the wages that our people in the community accumulate throughout the year. And we found out that compared to other neighborhoods, the numbers were very, 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 very low. And as a result of that, the violence in our neighborhood compared to other neighborhoods were really, really high. Our community was really neglected in a lot of areas, mental health services. A lot of our schools have been shut down. We have a food desert. We only have one grocery store in our community. So we made that correlation, and we came up with the idea that because of the poverty in our neighborhood, that it kind of like enticed violence in our neighborhood.
If our communities, impoverished communities, were being invested in, I think there would be less violence.
It's specific neighborhoods that suffer this like loss, and like we pretty much accept it as a fact of life, but it's not normal. Like, I don't think that's what a lot of people realize, is that it shouldn't be a piece of life. This shouldn't be something we're used to.
Good kids in a mad city. Right up there when you look at me. Good kids in a mad city. Right up there when you look at me. Good kids.
Because I didn't know anything about planning a walkout. So, you know, I wanted to see, like, how would it go, you know, who would be okay with it, did I need permission or anything like that. I came to, like, each classroom. I interrupted each classroom. I came in and then I talked to students. I asked would they be willing to participate in this walkout to honor the students who have lost their lives, and, you know, just family and friends who've lost their lives that they know.
The tombstones that people were holding were actually personal family members and friends that they knew that were my students, and others were family members and friends of our students. I remember a few: Tony, Elijah, Parrish,
Quentin Fields, Kanika Jenkins, Pierre Laurie.
Participating in a walkout gave me a sense of like taking my own hands and like shaping the world around me. You're taking an actual step towards changing your environment and changing how life is for you and those around you. You take pride. You know that you're changing things for the better of others around you.
A mentor of mine, Kofi, he introduced me to the people from March for Our Lives. He asked was I interested in help organize. I helped organize the speeches, and I was the first speaker to come out and speak about how there's a relationship between poverty and violence in our communities, and it's happening in Black and brown communities specifically.
Participating in a walkout really opened my eyes and let me realize that I do have a voice and that I do have power, and that there are things that I can do to voice my concerns pertaining to my community and like the things that affect us as young people, African American young people.